Hello everyone, welcome to this new video on bold reports. In this video, you will learn how to use the report loaded, report error, show error, drill through, and hyperlink events in a React application with the bold reports report viewer to manage report interactions. These events are triggers from inside the report viewer. When something happens like a report finishing loading, an error occurring, a drill through being clicked, or a hyperlink being selected, you can execute custom logic to control the experience. For this demo, I'm using a React app where the Bold Reports report viewer is already integrated in rendering reports. There's a link in the video description to the setup tutorial for this app, so you can follow along from the same starting point. I'll start with the report loaded event. This event triggers when the report is loaded and the viewer is ready to process it. This is the right place to set data sources and parameters from the client side. I open the app.js file, locate the Bold Report Viewer component tag, and add the report loaded event. Now I'll change the report path and implement the onReportLoaded method. In this method, I'll inject a data set into the productdetails.rdlc report. The dataset name is case-sensitive and it must match the dataset name inside the report definition. I run the application. As soon as the report loads, the report loaded event triggers, the data source is applied, and the report renders. Next, I bind the report error event in the tag. This event triggers when an error occurs during report processing. A quick way to demonstrate this is to intentionally provide an incorrect dataset name. I change the dataset name from product list to an incorrect name, product sales, and implement the method, which displays an error message in an alert dialog. I refresh the browser. Now the report fails during processing, and you can see the report error event is triggered. Now let's look at the show error event. This event triggers when a report item has an issue like an invalid expression or a missing field reference. For this demo, I'm using a sales order detail report, which contains an intentionally incorrect expression in the text boxes. In the app.js file, I bind the show error event and change the report path to a report name that contains errors. Then I implement the onShowError method. And refresh the application. The report attempts to render, but because an item expression is wrong, the show error event triggers and displays the error details. Next, I'll demonstrate the hyperlink event. This triggers when a user clicks a URL inside the report. This is useful when you want to track link clicks, validate domains, or decide whether to allow navigation. I open the app.js file, bind the hyperlink event, and change the report path to a report that contains hyperlinks. I implement the method, which handles the navigation exactly the way I want. I refresh the browser to render the report. I click a hyperlink inside the report to trigger the event and navigate to that page. Finally, I'll demonstrate the drill through event. This triggers when the user clicks a drill through action in the report, usually to open a detailed report. For this example, I'm using a customer support analysis report, which acts as the main report, while a customer support representative analysis report is the subreport. I open the app.js file, bind the drill through event, and implement the drill through method. Inside the method, I assign the subreport name to the report path and parameter value. I run the app and render the customer support analysis report. Now I click the drill through link inside the report. The drill-through event triggers, and the detail report opens based on the parameter. In this video, I have shown you how to implement the report loaded, report error, show error, drill-through, and hyperlink events in a React application. To learn more about Bold Reports, you can visit boldreports.com. If you don't have a Bold Reports subscription, you can try out the platform with a free trial. If you prefer a demo from an expert, select Request Demo to schedule one. If you found this video useful, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like it. Thanks for watching.